Hello, and welcome back to our Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord campaign, playing as Arthur Pendragon, the Vlandian adventurer. Last episode, we rescued our family and recruited our brother into our party, and gave him some equipment, and started selecting some of his perks. I was in two minds about finishing the perk selection between the last episode and this episode, but I thought it might be useful for some viewers to maybe see what perks I'm selecting and why, and I can explain them as I go through them. So we're going to continue. We're quickly going to assign the rest of his perks here. So we can choose between morning exercise or well built. Well, he's not going to be a party leader, so morning exercise is probably the better choice here. Form-fitting armor or fury. Increases armor weight. Tier 3 plus troops gain movement speed. Foot troops in your formation gain increased weapon handling. I don't know what's better, but again, he's going to be a cavalry guy mainly. I think we'll go with form-fitting armor as well. Having going slightly increases persuasion chance and increases party size. Doesn't matter for him. Increases crafting stamina recovery rate and increases your prisoner size. Alright, well that one doesn't matter because it's party leader, but this one could be useful because he'll stay in our party, so if we ever do smithing that could be good, so I'll accept those changes. Do tactics now. Okay, so we can give him loose formations or tight formations. And basically you just get morale bonuses and penalties and damage bonuses and penalties, so we can either give it to infantrymen dealing more damage to cavalry in simulations, and our troops will receive 25% less morale penalty when using shield wall, square, skyne, or column, or we can use the one that has line, loose, circle, or scatter. I think we'll go with loose formations because he'll be a cavalry guy, so he'll be using the loose formations more than he will be using the tight formations. So we'll give him that. Get asymmetrical warfare or proper engagement. So this one is troops deal 10% more damage in simulations in snow and forest terrain, and troops gain 2% increased movement speed in snowy and forest terrain. Or proper engagement, troops deal 5% more damage in plain, steppes, desert, and 2% increased movement speed. Again, he's got cavalry, so they should be running around in these terrain types, not these terrain types, so we'll give him proper engagement. Okay, this one's, he's never going to be an army commander or party leader, so horde leader is pretty much useless to him. Whereas small unit tactics has a captain bonus. Troops in your formation gain 5% movement speed when they are less than 15 soldiers. It's not really going to come up all that often, but it's better than horde leader for him anyway. Coaching, 3% more damage bonus in all battle simulations. Troops in your formation gain 1% damage against any troop. That's quite good. Or Lawkeeper, 10% more bonus damage against bandit parties, and troops in your formation gain 4% damage against bandit troops. Well, bandit troops are pretty easy to take out anyway, so we don't really need that. So we'll give him coaching. Again, he won't get the party leader bonus, he'll only get the captain one, but that's okay. Improviser, no morale penalty for disorganized state in battles. In sally out or when being attacked. So this is interesting. This is the first party member bonus I've seen, which is fascinating. And the other two are party leaders, so lose 25% fewer men when breaking into and breaking out from a siege, and you can escape battles by leaving 50% less soldiers behind. No morale penalty for disorganized state in battles, in sally out, or when being attacked. Swift regroup decreases the duration of the disorganized state after breaking sieges and raids by 15%. Generally, you probably don't want to fight when disorganized. Having no morale penalty would be good, but like usually, I don't know. I think we'll go swift regroup, so that if we do break sieges and raids, our penalty is a bit lower and we can be more likely to escape. Okay, so that's tactics. We'll accept all those. We'll do charm next. So he can get self-promoter or virile. He's not going to be doing tournaments. and he's not a party leader, so we'll just give him virile. And okay, you gain +1 renown and influence for each issue resolved, or you increase influence gain from battles by 30%. I don't know if either of these apply, like, will actually work when he's a member of our party. Every time you defeat an enemy lord. Every time you defeat an enemy lord. Yeah, okay, so that's the same. I guess, I mean, like, we probably won't be sending him to do... If he's our quartermaster, we won't be sending him to complete quests, because that'll, like, slash our party size. So we'll give him Warlord, and just hope that that influence gain from battles will actually give him influence. Although... Oh wait, no, he doesn't use influence for anything, does he? Sorry. Give virile again. I misread that. I thought it was increase renown and influence gain, but it's just influence. So we might as well give him the oratory one, because he can't use influence. He's not the clan leader, or and he won't be a vassal, at least not right away. So I don't think he can actually use influence for anything. So we'll just give him, yeah, we'll just give him oratory then. Okay, 20% chance to avoid persuasion critical failure, and 5% chance per day to increase relations with a random NPC of negative relations with you within the settlement, or relations with powerful settlement NPCs improve over time. Well, he's not going to be a governor, so I guess this one is probably more useful. In Bloom, increase any relationship gain with the opposite gender by 20%. 2% chance per day to increase relations with a random notable of opposed sex within the settlement, or young and respectful. Pretty much the same, but just for the same gender. I mean, he's not going to be a governor anyway. We'll just give him young and respectful. Doesn't really matter. Okay, leadership. These are all party leader and governor, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just give him this one if we ever do make him a party leader one day. Fervent attack, again, these are party leader ones, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll pick this one, fervent attacker. Okay, this one's got a captain one, so we'll go with that. Troops in your formation cause 10% more morale penalty when they kill an enemy. Increases renown gain from battles by 50%. Recruited troops start with bonus experience. Or tier 3 plus troops under your command ignore retreat due to low morale and convert non-bandit prisoners faster. Well, those are both party leader, these are both personal, so we'll give him famous commander. Leader of the masses, that's a clan leader, party leader one, so irrelevant. We might as well give him presence because it's got a personal effect. Okay, getting there. Next is trade. If profits are marked, profits, it doesn't really matter, so we'll just give him the equipment one because we've got the trade good one. It won't really make a difference. Okay, this one will matter. He can't, I think we picked market dealer because we're the clan leader, so we'll get that bonus, and he's going to be the quartermaster, so we'll give him caravan master. So when he's the quartermaster, we'll actually be able to carry 30% more weight. This one also matters. We can get a 15% decrease in buy price penalty from villagers, or the animal one. We'll go with the animal one. Because once we make him the quartermaster, like, although we've got that perk, it's only applicable right now because we ourselves, our character Arthur, is the quartermaster. As soon as our character Arthur is not the quartermaster, the fact that Arthur has this perk, local connection, won't matter, so we need to make sure Nagant does have it if we want to get the benefit from it. Okay, double relationship gain by resolved issues with merchants, double relationship gain by resolved issues with artisans. It doesn't really matter, but we'll go with this one. I think, because we'll, I don't know, have more villagers entering our cities. He's not going to be a governor anyway. Okay, we can get hiring companions 30% cheaper, or we can get increased recruitment slot by +1 when recruiting from merchant notables. Well, I think that one's clearly better because companions are not very expensive. So we'll go with artisan community. Accept that. Okay, and bow decreases your... So bow equipped troops in your formation gain 5% damage, or bow equipped troops in your formation gain plus 20 archery skill. It doesn't really matter too much, but I think we'll give him 5% damage. Seems pretty good. I don't know what 20 archery skill translates to in terms of damage boost. I think it's like... Well, I guess 100 must be plus 10%, or is 100 plus... Or maybe it's plus 1% by default. And having 105 is giving 10.5%, making 11 point... It's probably rounding or something. So I guess by increasing the bow skill, you just get you get a much smaller bonus to damage and accuracy. So I think we'll go with the damage bonus because it's 5%, which is equivalent to presumably 50 skill points, as opposed to 20, which would give a very minor increase in accuracy, but not that significant. So we'll go with that. Again, won't really matter because he won't have too many in the range. You know, he won't be leading range troops, I wouldn't think. So we can get Bodkin. Bow equipped troops in your formation ignore 5% of enemy armor, or bow equipped troops in your formation gain 3% to their on foot movement speed. Well, we'll go with Bodkin, I think. Okay, decreases bow accuracy. Troops in your formation gain 5% accuracy with bows. Troops in your formation have their bow reload speed increased by 5%. So they can shoot faster, and he can shoot faster. I think we go with this one. Shooting 5% faster is pretty good, I think. I don't know. We'll go with that. And, you know, at least they can shoot more arrows out. They don't have to be... Like, if they're high tier troops, they'll be accurate anyway, so... Party leader governor and personal governor, so this one makes the most sense because it's got a personal effect. Again, he's not going to be using bows anyway. Crossbow increases the morale of ranged troops, but that's party leader. Crossbow attacks ignore armor. We'll give him... AI is pretty fast at aiming anyway, so we'll give him the Piercer one. Increases crossbow damage against mounts. Crossbow equipped troops deal 20% more damage against mounts, or ranged troops crossbow reload speed is increased by 5%. We'll give him Windwinder. Crossbow equipped troops have plus 30 skill. Troops in your formation deal 10% more damage against foot soldiers with crossbows. We'll give him Sheriff, I think, because that's significant damage boost. Okay, and then throwing. Increases your drawing speed, increases your drawing speed of throwing weapons by 10% for your troops. Or troops in your formation deal 8% more damage with throwing weapons against shields. Deal 40% more damage with throwing. I think we'll give him quick draw. Infantry gains plus 15 to all control skills, and ranged troops gain plus 15 to all vigor skills. Or troops in your formation deal 8% more damage with throwing weapons. I think we'll give him Hunter. This one just doesn't seem that useful, the captain bonus. That's useful for him personally, but he's not going to use throwing weapons, so this is more for his troops more than anything. Mounted troops under your command deal 10% more damage with thrown weapons, or ranged troops in your party have plus 1 ammunition for throwing weapons. Oh, that's a party leader skill. So this one is the only captain one, so we'll give him Mounted Skirmisher. It makes the most sense as well, given he'll be leading mounted troops. Okay, so strong grip. Infantry troops in the formation have their two-handed skill increased by 30, or infantry troops in the formation have their damage increased by 15% against shields. It's only against shields. I think we'll go with strong grip. Infantry troops in the formation have their damage increased by 2%, or their swing speed increased by 2%. 10% damage bonus. Swing speed. I think we'll go with the swing speed bonus. Because it's just infantry troops, isn't it? Yeah. Infantry troops in the formation. So it doesn't really matter too much, but yeah, we'll go with the swing speed one. Personal party leader, personal party leader. Okay, so the choice here is infantry in your party gain +5 experience for each enemy you kill with a two-handed weapon, or two-handed weapons that can knock down, ignore 15% knockdown resistance. I think we'll give him Baptized in Blood, because that'll, presumably, he doesn't have to be a party leader for that to benefit the rest of the party. So we'll give him that. Increases your damage with two-handed weapons by 50% against mounts. And infantry troops have their damage increased by 10% against mounts. Or infantry troops have their damage increased by 10% against shields. Can you stack 30% and 40% to just like power through shields? I guess you can, I suppose. But I think we'll go with the mount one there. Increases your damage by 20% when you have less than half hit points. Increases your damage by 15% when you're above 90%. Well, I mean, this one is going to be active more often, I would think, than this one. Given how easy it is to get hit in battle and that we're playing on realistic damage. So we'll give him Berserker. Alright, last skill. Shield bashers now deal 50% more damage than stun enemies for longer. Infantry troops take 4% less damage while in shield wall formation. All troops in the formation you're leading have their one-handed effectiveness, and this is all troops, I think, and not just infantry. Have their one-handed combat effectiveness as if they're one tier higher. Well, we'll go with Deflect. Clearly better, because we're not going to be using shield wall formation anyway. And this is personal and governor. We'll go with the swing speed 1. One-handed damage increased by 5% while mounted. Cavalry troops have their melee damage increased by 5%. So, I mean, that's the obvious choice here. 20% more damage while wielding a one-handed weapon without a shield. Double renown from tournaments. This is a party leader one. Increased hit points. And we'll give him... I guess we'll give him... And it's not a lot of hit points, really. 2 hit points is not much, so we'll give him that, even though I think he will have a shield most of the time. Okay, Arrow Catcher, larger shield protection area against projectiles. Lead formation has small bonus to their shield protection area against projectiles. That should apply to infantry and cavalry, I think. And shield takes 20% less damage while blocking the wrong direction. And troops in the formation you are leading have a medium bonus to their shield size against projectiles, but only while in shield wall formation. We'll just give Arrow Catcher then, I think, because it will apply more often. Core. Infantry in your party gain. Okay, it's party leader governor. So neither of them are particularly useful. But I think this one's probably more worthwhile if he ever is a party leader. 10% of the total XP from battles. So we'll give him that. Alright, so that's all his traits allocated. The next thing to consider is, like, you know, what perks we want him to actually... Like, are there any worthwhile perks that we need to bump up his, you know, put focus points into for, or put his attributes up for? So let's just have a look. He's going to be our quartermaster, so we'll just have a look at these first. So this one's quite good, Gourmet, having the morale bonus from having diverse food doubled. The cost of upgrading units is good too, but I think the morale bonus is better. So we want to at least get to that, and we'll have to bump up at least 4 intelligence. Mercenary troops, wages and upgrades are decreased by 25%. We're not going to use mercenaries. Prisoners in your party provide carry capacity as if they're a normal troop. That's reasonable. 10% increased carrying capacity. 20% increased carrying capacity. These are also useful. Troop wages are decreased. Again, useful, but you know, you shouldn't be going bankrupt anyway. And combat morale loss decreased by 0.5. Your party food consumption, wages, and combat morale loss decreased by 0.5% per skill level above 200. Alright, that is pretty useful because it'll make our yeah, it'll just make our wages really cheap. So we're going to max out his intelligence, and as you can see, even with 10 intelligence, maxed learning rate, like it will take a while for him to get to this this level. Other perks that would be useful for him, I guess that's not useful. Mounted archers, melee cavalry, this one is useful. So we should be able to get that with just 5 focus points into riding, not having to put anything in endurance. That doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. Personal captain, mounted troops in your formation cause 5% more battle morale penalty when they kill enemies on range. Enemies on range, I don't know what that means. Presumably when they get ranged kills while mounted. And we're not going to be leading horse archers. This one would be useful though, Thunderous Charge. But I don't think we have enough. We can probably just do that, put 2 points into endurance, and then it'll be slow, but he'll eventually get to Thunderous Charge. It'll take a bit though to get up there. Alright, let's see. What else after that? Governor and clan leader, party leader and governor. Mounted troops in your formation gain +5 armor, that's quite good too. +10 mount armor. Alright, that's to the mount, that's to the actual troop, and that's to the mount that they're riding. Okay, I think this one's probably better. That one doesn't matter too much. I mean, this one isn't probably worth dumping all the points in for. Alright. Troops in the formation you're leading have their damage with polearms increased by 3%. So that's actually quite good. Infantry troops in the formation you're leading have their defense against mount charge. Okay, that's not worth going up there for. Cavalry troops have their speed damage. That is quite good, unstoppable force. We'll dump a bunch of points into that. Those are both infantry troop ones. Okay. We'll probably put the rest of the points into vigor, I would think. Party leader, party leader, party leader, governor. Infantry troops increase movement speed. Infantry troops take less damage to shields. What's this one? Infantry troops have their melee weapon damage increased by 10%. So these are quite useful, but only for infantry troops, which he's not going to be leading too often. Personal governor, personal party leader, infantry troops in the formation you're leading have their damage increased by 2%. Again, that's quite useful. So is that one, but it's a party leader one. That's useful. All infantry troop ones though. I don't think it's worthwhile getting anything else. Athletics maybe. Troops in your formation deal 10% more melee damage. Thing is, when am I going to get the opportunity to rank up his athletics? Oops, I'll have to reassign those. Max out his intelligence. I'll just accept that. So it saves. Because yeah, we're learning 0 at the moment. We'll do that. That should get us enough to get that one. Foot troops, foot troops, foot troops, foot troops. This one should apply to every troop, so that's quite good. So he should be able to get to level 100 with only 2 focus points in athletics. The rest of it we can leave. And I guess we'll put a bunch of points into smithing, because it'll just be a useful side thing for him to have. Those are all engineer governor, so we'd have to go quite deep to get troops in formation have 5% damage reduction, so it's probably not worth it. Or is it? Let's see. How many? Could put it into cunning instead of, but then is he still gonna? Yeah, he'll level polearm, but he won't level. He won't level that one. But that's not a big deal, actually. I don't think we need to put any in one-handed or two-handed because it's all infantry. So maybe that's the way to go then. Polearm he can still level. Riding he can level quite a bit, actually. Athletics he can level. Smithing he can really level. And, you know, this will give him more levels as well, which will give more attributes and focus points, hopefully. And then tactics he can level up a bit, which should get... I mean, I don't know if he'll go... far enough. Like, I don't think he'll be able to level it far enough to get up to this one. But maybe if we get more focus points and more attribute points, we can keep bumping it up. Yeah, I don't think the rest is really... I don't think there's anything else too worthwhile. Troops in your formation gain 5% more experience from battles. Yeah, it's not... That's okay, but it's not worth sacrificing our other ones for it. I think that's good. I think that's all right. I mean, he's not the most vigorous man, but he's, you know, very intelligent, decent endurance, reasonably cunning. So if he does get more focus points, we'll dump them into tactics and cunning for attribute points. And we can always switch his role around to medicine and engineering and a few other things to try and get him some skill points to level him up a bit more, because he's quite high level. Alright, so that deals with Nagand. And I think now we were going to... What were we going to do? We'll put our Light Lance and our Bone Crusher back on. I think we need to go and join a faction as a mercenary. I think that's the prudent course of action here. So we're at 56 out of 58 troops, which is fine. Oh, we were looking at one point for 2 more companions, because we do not have... Yeah, Ithaca the Exile is in Tial. Who are you going to be again? I can't remember. I think maybe I was going to get you as Quartermaster, but we don't need you anymore because we've got our brother. Rafford the Smith. Well, oh yeah, I was just going to get him to be a smith, wasn't I? And Talaman the Tracker, I wanted him to be our scout, and he's at Cyrene, which is quite a while away. Where is it? It's down here somewhere, isn't it? Am I blind? Sanope? Cyrene. I don't know where that is. Where is it? Should highlight it now. How do I say... Wait, is it a town? Eastern Shores in the Southern Empire. Am I blind? Oh, there it is. It's all the way over there. Alright, well, let's have a look and see. Where do we see what factions are at war with what factions? I can't remember where that is. Oh, and now that we've got companions, we can actually assign them to the various roles, which we will do in due course. But I just want to make sure, yeah, we can still get more points for being an engineer and a scout and scout and surgeon. So we'll stick with that, just being us for the moment. And likewise with steward, we can still get quite a few more skill points with steward. All right, so we want to find out who's at war. So we look at the kingdoms here. The Aserai, they're at war with no one. I mean, they're at war with those minor factions. Okay, so the Khuzaits, they're at war with the Northern Empire. Southern Empire are at war with a bunch of minor factions. Sturgia is at war with the Western Empire. Vlandia is at war with no one. The Western Empire is at war with Sturgia and a bunch of minor factions. Well, the Western Empire, there's a chance that they can go to war with Sturgia, with Vlandia, which I don't want to do, but if we do go to war with Vlandia, what we can do is just, if we ever fight like, one, we can avoid fighting Vlandians, Or 2, if we ever do fight them, we can just let them go and gain some, you know, reputation amongst Vlandians. We should try and introduce ourselves to more Vlandian nobles, which is why I'm talking to this guy now. So he says, this is Lucand, he says, "Now then, come no closer, forgive me, but one cannot be too cautious. I would ask you for your name." "My name is Arthur, sir. May I ask your name?" "I am Lucand of the Degunrich, I don't know. We hold our lands in fief to Dertha, king of the Vlandians, and we honor our oaths of fealty. If you ever want a chance for glory, you might want to consider fighting for me. One day you can tell your grandchildren that you served under my command. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendragon?" "I wasn't there, but I know Unthari has some thoughts about it. We should try and speak to Unthari. He was last seen near Glintor, which is in Vlandia somewhere." Oh, way up there. Alright, we'll leave that. Let's go to the Western Empire, and we'll try to... let's fight those looters. Get a bit more experience for our troops, maybe upgrade them some more. It's particularly the infantry I want to upgrade. Infantry, charge! So we're going to get them to charge in. Because it's quite easy to get experience for your ranged combat. Your ranged troops, it's a bit more difficult to get experience for your melee troops. They tend to die more often, obviously. Alright, we're gonna couch lance attack and miss. We're gonna miss, that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna couch anyone. There we go. Just loop around. Oops. Okay, easy peasy. We got 90 polearm skill as well, which is good. Some renown, some prisoners. 1 spearman ranked up. We'll make him a swordsman. We'll make that billman a pikeman. Okie doke. Looks like there's a tournament on in Sargat. So we'll join that in a second. It looks like our younger brother and sister have reached an age where they need our guidance. So we've got Alda, who's turned 16, and she needs our guidance as well. So what has she got? She's got vigor, endurance, social, intelligence. So we can either give her... So eventually it was time for the child to travel far from home. You sent the young woman away as a squire, as an aide, as an apprentice, as a noble's ward, to find her own way, or as an envoy. So we can give her social point and charm. We can lean into the endurance, but I think she's got plenty in endurance. Noble's ward will give her some bow skill. Apprentice will give her engineering skill and intelligence. Aid will increase her trade skill and cunning. Or as a squire, that'll increase her vigor and one-handed. Find her own way. I was thinking maybe of getting her medicine skill up, and then she can join our party as a medic or a surgeon. But let's send her off as an envoy. The young woman will spend her time at a diplomatic mission where she will have a chance to interact with people from foreign lands. She'll get 1 skill point, 1 focus point to charm, 5 skill points, social increase by 1. You asked your head of expedition to make sure that your daughter help anyone in need. They'll give her medicine, dabble in intrigue, give her roguery, burnish her social skills, or never back down from a challenge, enjoy the pleasures of the hunt, or never let down her guard. I think we'll get her to help anyone in need. One of the entourage was thrown from a horse on the road. The young woman set the broken bone and ensured it healed cleanly. So she gets another focus point and 5 skill points to medicine. And yeah, there we go. The game's given her another focus point and 5 skill points to medicine. When she returns, Alda tells you the story of how she dabbled in intrigue. That event increased her skill in medicine. You hear talk of incriminating letters and loose tongues paid to stay silent. You're not sure exactly what happened, but the child seems more worldly than she did when she left. Okay. Cool. And for Varric, he's 13 and needs our guidance. You are usually away from your estate, but when you are able to spend time with Varric, you encourage him to develop. So what's his skills? Vigor, control, endurance, cunning, social intelligence. He's got some in tactics and roguery, some in bow, some in two-handed. So we can encourage him to develop his strength, his endurance, his intelligence, his cunning, his control, or his social. I think we'll encourage him to develop his... should we make him a mounted archer? We'll lean into vigor. He's already got a decent vigor stat, so we'll encourage him to develop his strength. You told him that skills and brains are all very well, but in many situations there is no substitute for sheer brute might. And one day the child asked you which of your skills was the most useful to you. You thought for a while and answered polearm, tactics, steward, engineering, leadership, or trade. Well, I think we're going to make him into a knight, so I think we'll go with polearm. Even the most skilled swordsman or the strongest axe wielder is to a lancer as the rabbit is to the eagle. And while spending time with the child, you notice that he shows real ability in medicine. Accidents are inevitable and the child isn't bothered by the sight of blood. He acts quickly to staunch bleeding and prevent infection. Not ideal, but that's okay. Cool. Alright. So I think they're still at... they're regrouping. I don't know where they are. But I think they must be presumably a Jacqueline still, I guess. Okay, alright, let's trade. Sell off those. Sell off those. And what can we buy? We've got meat, we've got butter, we've got cheese. It's pretty cheap cheese, we'll buy 2. Cheap grapes. We have grapes, yes. Just buy those. Date fruit we don't have, and this is quite cheap, so we'll buy all the date fruit. We've got beer, and that's quite expensive, and the rest we don't need. So we now have the full food variety bonus plus 7. If we get that relevant quartermaster perk, that'll double to plus 14. Alright, let's join the tournament. There's 8 lords. Wow! The tournament will be a melee group fight. Apparently there are 8 lords with renowned fighting skills present in the city who plan to enter the tournament. Given this turnout, the organisers are offering a Battanian thoroughbred for the victor. Alright, well, that's a pretty decent horse, I would imagine. Yeah, I think it's the Battanian equivalent of the Nahasawi one, maybe. I'll have to check the tier. Anyway, let's try win this, because I'd like to have that. We can potentially give it to our brother. Or we can use it and give him Nahasawi. Either or. Oh, I hit the horse. Holy shit. Oh no. I do not like this. Okay. Okay, we got him. That's good. It's never... I'm always a bit nervous when you're going up against 2 people and you don't have a shield. Oh, he just destroyed our brother. I didn't realize he was competing. I didn't check the list that carefully. Oh, wow, our horse got destroyed. Must have been pretty weak, because it was only 53 blunt damage. Come on, go up. Yeah, that's what I want. Come on. There we go. Take his horse. How did we miss that? I thought for sure we got that. Alright, we got him. 109. Cool, so we're through to the next stage. Wow, it's like all nobles except these 2 guys. So our brother's in there, and so is Erderand, who I think we've come up against before. And then we've got Hekard, Romund, and Beriken. So we're going to try, if we win this, we're going to go to the keep, I think, and introduce ourselves to all these nobles. There we go. Got 2 kills there. I think that should secure our getting through to the next round. And our teammate here, Beriken. Cool, nice. Alright. So we're going up against Beriken, who was our teammate just then. And it looks like our brother got knocked out, as well as Erderand and Hekard, and the Vlandian light cavalry. So it's just... I'm sure Romund will win against the Vlandian knight, but we'll see. Hopefully we win against Beriken, because he looks pretty decent. Yeah, come on. Come on, you little... There we go, got him. Very nice. Okay, so it is us against Romund. Oh. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, he blocked. Coward. Okay, we got him there, that's good. And he got him there as well. Okay, we didn't get him on that one. There we go, we got him. Alright. Won the tournament against 8 nobles. We get 3 renown, we get 870 gold, and we get the Battanian Thoroughbred. Seems like a pretty decent horse. I wonder actually if we can use that horse now. Let's just leave the settlement, go to our inventory. Yeah, we can, cool. So, what's the difference between them? They're both tier 3. Nahasawi has 10 charge damage, 68 speed, 72 maneuver. Whereas Battanian Thoroughbred has 66 speed and 76 maneuver, so it's a bit more maneuverable but a bit slower. And it has 5 more hit points. So it's slightly more valuable as well. And it weighs a bit less. What do they look like? What's the difference between what they look like? Nahasawi looks like this, and the Battanian Thoroughbred looks like... They're the same, pretty much. I can't really tell the difference. I think we will use... Just having a look. I think we'll use the Battanian Thoroughbred. I like the increased maneuverability. I'm willing to take slightly less speed to be slightly more maneuverable. So yeah, I think we'll go with that. And yeah, that should be good. And as for the horse of our brother, oh, he's already got a Vlandian courser. Actually, we might need to start collecting war mounts to upgrade some of our cavalry into... Yeah, see, like, we can upgrade the Vlandian cavalry into a Vlandian vanguard, but you need war mounts to do that. So we're going to use up the Vlandian courser that we just got, and now it's upgraded this guy to a Vlandian vanguard, which is the end of the Vlandian recruit cavalry line. So, and it'll use up that Vlandian courser that we're no longer using, but that's fine. Very nice. Okay, so let's trade. What was I going to do? I can't remember. We'll sell that saddle horse. It's a decent price for it. Alright, let's go to... Oh, the keep. That's what we were going to do. Go to the keep. Alright, we've got to pay a bribe, which is annoying because we just won the tournament. But we're going to pay that bribe because there's tons of people here we can introduce ourselves to. So we're going to go to the Lord's Hall. And we have made our way into the Lord's Hall. We can see there's a bunch of people up there we can talk to. We can speak to the guards as well. Welcome to Sargot. I think you'll find these are good law-abiding folk for the most part. Indeed. Indeed they are. That's the throne where the king sits. We can actually sit there. At least I assume the king sits here because from memory he was There we go. One day we will be king. Maybe. We'll see. How do we get up? We've got to click F. I like the animation. Though it is a bit funny because we're wearing like monk's robes. Alright, let's talk to this little lady, Elise. Your pardon, I did not catch your name. My name is Arthur, madam. May I ask your name? Their faces are so weird in Bannerlord. Like, they just have such funny looking faces. I am Ellis of the Demarok, or the Demerok. I don't know how that's pronounced. Demarok. Anyway, our family has served the kings of the Vlandians for generations. It's an honor to meet you, good sir. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendragon? Okay, again directing me to N3. You have piqued my interest. What do you have to say? My lady, I wish to profess myself your most ardent admirer. I'm not going to bother with that until we're a vassal, and I don't yet want to enter the service of King Dertho, because he's not at war. So we will take our leave. It was a pleasure, sir. I hope to see you again sometime soon. Very well. Perhaps you may. Perhaps you may. There's even another floor up. It's quite dark in here. Okay, wow, they are all... What is going on here? This is a bit buggy. They're all gathered around watching, I think that's Berrican in the corner there, run on the spot. Obviously, all the ladies are totally enthralled by his display of athletic prowess there. But let's speak, and I know it's very dark in here, I have to say, the light's very low, but we'll speak to Romand here. And Romund says, your pardon, I did not catch your name. My name is Arthur, sir. May I ask your name? I am Romand of the Dame Rock. Our family has served the kings of the Vlandians for generations. I know your name. Congratulations on your victory in that tournament. Oh, well, thank you. Much obliged. And again, he's directing us to Unthari. And yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna leave, but thank you. All right, and we'll just work our way in, I guess. We'll talk to Atherfled. Atherfled says, well, and who do we have here? Would you care to tell me your good name? My name is Arthur, madam. May I ask your name? I am Atherfled of the Demarok. It must be the whole family here. Family reunion. Our family has served the kings of the Vlandians for generations. It's an honor to meet you, good sir. And I don't think there's anything else we can do with this, so we're just gonna introduce ourselves. Erderand, who are you and what do you want? My name is Arthur, sir. May I ask your name? I am Erderand of the Demarok, one of the most illustrious families in the annals of the Vlandian kingdom. I know your name. Congratulations on your victory in that tournament. He does not look happy. And we're gonna leave. Good to meet you. Yeah, I'm sure you're really thinking that. Irmgard, I don't know you. I suppose you should tell me your name. My name is Arthur, madam. May I ask your name? I am Irmgard of the Dame Milan. Our family has served the kings of the Vlandians for generations. It's an honor to meet you, good sir. Thank you. It was a pleasure, sir. I hope to see you again sometime soon. Gudenhilda. I don't know you. I suppose you should tell me your name. My name is Arthur. I am Gudenhilda of the Dame Milan. Our family has served the king. Yada, 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 yada. It's an honor to meet you. I have to go. Alright. What about Calatild? Baroness Calatild, who are you and what do you want? My name is Arthur, madam. Who are you? I am Calatild of the De Aromank, one of the most illustrious families in the annals of the Vlandian kingdom. I am Lady of Jaculan. I have heard of you. I am not in a mood for banter, so let us dispense with the courtesies. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Good to meet you. Yeah, likewise. Odafled. Who are you and what do you want? My name is Arthur, madam. May I ask your name? I am Odafled of the De Aromank, one of the most illustrious families in the annals of the Vlandian kingdom. I have heard of you. I'm not in the mood for banter, so let us dispense with the courtesies. Why are they saying that? Oh, because she's impulsive and close-fisted, I guess. So that's sort of influencing her responses. Good to meet you, because they seem a bit rude. Lassand. Oh, he's a funny-looking fellow. Well, and who do we have here? Would you care to tell me your name? I'm Arthur. Ah, well, I'm Lassand of the De Aromank. Our family has served the kings of the Vlandians for generations. I know your name. Congratulations on your victory in the tournament. Yep. Good to meet you too. We've got Heckard. Who are you and what do you want? Baron Heckard, sorry. I'm Arthur. Okay, so he's of the Dame Milan, and he's the Lord of Ostercan. And he again congratulates us on our tournament victory. Okay, we're going to have to push our way into the middle here and spread them out a bit. We've spoken to Erdogan. We've not spoken to Ingunde. She looks like this. I don't know you. I suppose you should tell me your name. Ingund of the Day Milan. Yada yada. Okay. It was a pleasure, sir. I hope to see you again sometime soon. Oh, perhaps you shall. We spoke to Odafled. We spoke to Lasan. We spoke to Calatil. We've not spoken to Reingarda. I don't know you. I suppose you should tell me your name. My name is Arthur, madam. May I ask your name? I am Reingarda of the Day Milan. Our family has served the kings of the Vlandians for generations. I've heard of you. It's very good to finally make your acquaintance. Reingarda. She's merciful, cautious, and close-fisted. Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you. Odafled we've spoken to. Hekard we've spoken to. Liena we've not. Berrican we've not. Irmgard we have. So, Berrican. Baron Berrican, who are you and what do you want? My name is Arthur. He looks so much like the chap from Shrek, the first Shrek film. Lord Farquaad. Look, I mean, look at him. Look at that haircut. That is Lord Farquaad. Alright, my name is Arthur, sir. May I ask your name? I am Berrican of the Day Rothard. Our family has served the kings of the Vlandians for generations. I know your name. Congratulations on your victory in the tournament. Yeah, I'm sorry that I had to beat you in the last round there, or the second last round, but it had to happen. Alright, and Urundulf, the runner. I don't know you. I suppose you should tell me your name. This is what he looks like, because the camera's being blocked at the moment. My name is Arthur, sir. He says, I'm Urundulf of the Day Jellind. Our family... Oh, we can see the eyelashes and eyes of the character that our camera is looking through. That's a bit creepy. I'm Urundulf of the Day Jellind. Our family served the king. Yada yada. I know your name. Okay, thank you. And last but not least, Liena. Lovely Liena. She would make an excellent wife one day, perhaps. She's not married as well, so there we go. She's merciful, daring, honest, generous. I think our dear Arthur has been utterly smitten by this Vlandian queen, Liena. Your pardon, I did not catch your name. My name is Arthur, madam. May I ask your name? I am Liena of the Day Tyr. We hold our lands in fief to Durtha, king of the Vlandians, and we honor our oaths of fealty. I know your name. Congratulations on your victory in that tournament. Well, your lady, there is... your lady? My lady? I guess it would be my lady. My lady, there is something I'd like to discuss. Very well, what do you propose? I wish to profess myself your most ardent admirer and dedicate my tournament victory to you, even though I just met you. Yes, we are considering offers. These things are not rushed into. I'll just say, I don't know what we say here. It's clearly too early for marriage. I'll say perhaps you and I. Yes, well, I suppose I can consider your offer. We meet from time to time, as is the custom, to see if we are right for each other. I hope to see you again soon. Okay, she didn't sound too keen. But let's, we'll leave it. Let us speak again soon after. All right, well, she's considering offers at least, so we've got a foot in the running there. But she didn't look too thrilled about it. It's really dark in here. Anyway, I'm gonna leave now. Leave the keep. We met everyone there. They didn't have too much to say, to be honest, but at least we can say we've met them. None of them had any quests for me either, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Alright, we need to make our way to the Western Empire to join up as a mercenary. So we'll do that. And hopefully by the time we get there, they're still at war. Kingdoms, Western Empire, yeah, war with Sturgia. I don't know how the war is going, but hopefully it's nowhere near to being over. Okay. Alright, do we have anyone in the keep? No. Doesn't look like it. So no one here that can recruit us as a mercenary. I think it was Caladog offered to hire us as a mercenary earlier. One of the earlier episodes, which we declined. Perhaps we should have accepted, but I don't think Britannia's at war with anyone right now. And I hate the Britannians for many role-playing reasons. What about the keep here? Does it have anyone here? Again, I cannot tell. That's a big list. We'll just have to look around, I guess, for... Maybe we go to the king of the Western Empire, Garios, who we've not met yet. His last seen near Omor, and he's besieging it. That is way up here, so we'll go that way. And speed things up. We've not been to any of the... Oh, Caladog. Let's speak to Caladog. High King Caladog of the Britannians. I'll wait for that to go around. I think he's saying stand... Stop there. Oh, okay. Stop there, stranger. I bid you peace, at least until I find out who you are anyway. They know me as Arthur. Mark it down. You shall be hearing of me a lot. I am Caladog, High King of the Britannians. I am Lord of Maranath. I'm always looking for good fighters. If you ask about me, I suspect you'll be told that I take good care of my men. He wants horses. No, I'm not going to give him horses, though. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendragon? I'm a busy man, but there is always time to talk about the blessed Battle of Pendragon. Our dear old beloved King Errol, a wonderful man, but with a heart perhaps just a mite too tender, did not wish us to go off to war. But then he disappeared, and I, his son-in-law, ascended to the kingship. Oh, how convenient. The clans cried out for war. They had 100 years of crimes against them to avenge. I, a father to my people, gave them what they wanted. Now the Empire uses tricks and traps in war. Oh, okay, no, that's now. The Empire uses tricks and traps in war. No Britannian fears to meet an Imperial soldier, man to man, but we thought it would be a good laugh to use their tricks against them, so we laid an ambush, on both sides of a wooded pass, and wouldn't you know, they marched right into it. They turned and twisted as our arrows rained down upon them, like fish going frantic in a pond as you draw the net tighter. Then when they were greatly discomfited, we took up our falxes and swords and reaped the harvest. Oh, there was some unpleasantness later with the Sturgians about the spoils of war, but what a grand old day it was. Thank you. Alright, well, I'm going to take my leave now. Farewell. If no one slits your throat out there, perhaps we shall meet again. Is that a threat, Caladog? Are you threatening me, you Britannian dog? You son of a motherless goat? Alright, let's head up to Omor. We'll fight these looters. We'll just auto-resolve that one. Oh no! We lost our hardened crossbowman. It's unfortunate. Probably shouldn't have auto-resolved it, but anyway. And I'm going to auto-resolve this one too. I'm being a bit lazy. We need to get rid of these prisoners, which maybe we should do at Epicrete before we go to Omor. Is he still at Omor? Yeah, 2 days ago. He might not be there anymore. Ransom those prisoners. Do we want to join the tournament? Oh, it's over. Okay, that's fine. Got other things to do anyway. I should sell all that loot though. Yeah, cool. Alright. Okay. So we've talked to 5 out of 10 nobles. Now, it's unfortunate you can't actually talk to all of the nobles about the Battle of Pendragon. I think there's like a total of like 15 or maybe it's 20 dialogues or something, and once you do 10, the quest completes. So you can't in one campaign speak to all the nobles and get all their perspectives. Let's speak to Urik though. Knias Urik. I don't think I know you. Peace to you, stranger. I am Arthur, and who are you? I am Urik of the Kuloving, one of the ancient lineages of the Sturgians. I am Lord of Omor. It is good to know your name. If I see you at a feast, I'll know how to greet you, and if I see you in a shield wall, I'll know whom I slay. Okay. He wants horses too. And I can also talk to one of his prisoners. But can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendragon? I wasn't there. I know Ragnvard has some thoughts about it. Okay. Well, can I talk to your prisoners? Be my guest. Who would you like to talk to? Let's talk to Nadia. I am Arthur, and who... Oh, that must be me speaking to her. I am Nadia of the House of Komnos. Our family has served the Empire for generations, so you've been captured, and you're part of the Western Empire. I'm always looking for good fighters. If you ask about me, I suspect you'll be told that I take good care of my men. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendragon? I wasn't there. I know Lucon has some thoughts about it. Okay. Alright, I'll leave, and I'll speak to your other prisoner as well if I could. Another Lord Farquaad. I am Siorgis of the House of Elashus. Though one should not be too proud of one's lineage, I am glad to say that we have always taken seriously our duty to protect the common folk of the Empire. I shall mark down your name. Now do not take it amiss if I do not immediately extend my hand in friendship, for the world is a treacherous place and I have learned to be wary. Well, that makes sense given your present circumstances, captured and surrounded by Stygian guards. Anyway, we'll take our leave. We're going to introduce ourselves to some others here. Now, this guy, he's a mercenary of Stygia. He's part of the Gilman mercenary clan, and Stygia's hide him by the looks of it. Stop there, stranger. I bid you peace, at least until I find out who you are anyway. My name is Arthur, sir. May I ask your name? I am Hakur. As far as I know, we have no contract to fight you. Perhaps one day we shall see each other on a battlefield. You shall know the Gilman by the splendor of our steeds and the shimmer of our steel. If we are on your side, you may rejoice. If we are your enemy, you may save yourself a great deal of trouble by running away before the fighting starts. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendragon? I wasn't there. I know Adram has some thoughts about it. Okay. Can I talk to one of your prisoners? I'll talk to Vipon. I'm Arthur. Who are you? I am Vipon of the House of Maniolus. If you ever want a chance for glory, you might want to consider fighting for me. One day you can tell your grandchildren that you served under my command. Okay. Archon. Archon Vipon. Who is he? Does he own any fiefs? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay. I must leave. We'll talk to this Radaghost fellow. I don't think I know you. Peace to you, stranger. My name is Arthur, Radaghost of the Veshoving, one of the ancient lineages of the Stygians. I've heard of you. It's very good to finally make your acquaintance. And again, he wants us to talk to Ragnvard. Alright. I mean, I could join the Stygians as a mercenary. But I don't think we'll do that. Let's go to Amor. Dogface Gavin, that's funny. That's a funny name. All right. Well, it looks like Garios left, and oh, those are cheap horses. Let's buy those just to increase our carrying capacity. Yeah, it looks like Garios has scarpered away from Omor, unfortunately. So we'll have to chase him down another way. We can untrack that. Go back to Kingdoms, Western Empire, Garios. Last seen at Jalmaris. Oh man! Where's Jalmaris? Oh, okay, it's down there. I thought it was, for a minute I misread it as Jackland. But still, we came all the way up here, and now we got all the way back down. It's a little bit annoying. Let's introduce ourselves to these two people. Apollania. Stop there, stranger. I bid you peace, at least until I find out who you are. I'm Arthur. I am Apollania of the Kuloving, a name you will have heard many times in the sagas of the Stygians. Know that if you ever cross me, you'll wind up as food for the ravens. Okay. And who's your friend here? Siga. Yours is not a face I know. What is your name, stranger? My name is Arthur, madam. May I ask your name? I am Siga of the Kuloving. She's got quite good skills too. A name you'll have heard many times in the sagas. Yada, yada, yada. You'll wind up as food for ravens if I cross you. Okay. You say so. Alright, well let's make our way back down. Just keep an eye on the where he is. Stewardship's gone up. Scouting's going up, which is good. Scouting to me seems like a reasonably difficult skill to increase. Like, I'm not, like, obviously you increase it by scouting and running around the campaign map, but I don't know, it doesn't seem like the easiest skill to boost up. Okay, we could join a tournament. Where are we on the leaderboard anyway? 7. Not too bad. Still well behind the leader though. Can go to the keep, but we have to pay a bribe to enter. I don't think I want to enter just yet. I just want to... Oh, last seen at Zionica. Okay, where's that? Down here. Alright. Hopefully he's got an army with him, and we can just introduce ourselves to a bunch of nobles of the Western Empire. Lots of looters around here. Is he still there? Ah, yes, looks like he is. And they've got a tournament going on here. We'll join this tournament, I think. There's 2 lords here. Bronze pauldrons with neck guard. We'll win this one quickly, and then bribe our way into the keep. Seek an audience with the king. Missed that completely. Oh, we just knocked out Garius. He's not going to be happy about that. We'll just pretend that we didn't knock him out. I can't believe we knocked him out. That was the first kill we get. And it's the bloody faction leader that we're trying to be hired by as a mercenary. If anything, we've proven our skill in combat by doing that though. Like, now he knows, you know, that we're worth as much money as we demand. Alright, last guy. Oh, he's dead. Cool. Alright, next stage. It looks like he still made it through anyway, so we may end up fighting him in the end anyway. Okay. Okay, he's gone. Yeah, we're gonna end up fighting him 1v1. I guess he may not have seen us, like he may not know that it was us that knocked him off his horse in the first round, so we need to prove ourselves in 1-to-1 combat. We had to beat our brother up to do that, but totally worth it. Alright. Garios, come and get some, son. Oh, he fainted. Clever, clever boy. Not gonna help you. Wow, he was really weak. He must be on low health or something, because it took 2 hits and he's gone. Alright, 3 renown. And our tier has increased to tier 2. Our clan tier. So we have over 150 renown now. So we may not actually need to pay a bribe to get into the keep now. Oh, we still do. What does it actually get us? Clan tier 2. We can have another companion, 5 total. And we can have 3 workshops instead of just 2. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Cool, cool. Okay, well, we'll go to the keep, we'll pay the bribe. And we will speak to Garios. Emperor Garios. Oh, my roguery skill went up by paying the bribe. Interesting, I didn't know that increased roguery. Well, and who do we have here? Would you care to tell me your good name? My name is Arthur, sir. May I ask your name? I am Garios, rightful emperor of the Calradians. I am lord of Zeonica and Jalmaris. I know your name. Congratulations on your victory in that tournament. Yeah, I bet you're happy about that. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendragon? Yes, we will never forget that day. The day we learned that the old men who claimed they had the right to rule us were doddering incompetents. I was with the vanguard. Noretsis apparently knew that the Battanians had planned an ambush. The Khuzate scouts had told him, but he never bothered to inform us. So up we went, along a lovely wooded stream until the Battanian arrows started whooshing in from all sides. We had our shields, but you can only point them in one direction at once, so we started to drop, one by one, until the Battanian falksmen came screaming out of the trees. Ordinarily, they'd be very vulnerable to archers, but, well, old Noretsis hadn't thought to send any along with us, so they came upon us chopping and slashing, and we fought until we broke. I ran too, and any man who tells you he wouldn't, in those circumstances, is a liar. When I was sitting in the cold woods later that night, hiding with other fugitives, listening to the barbarians whoop and holler as they chopped off heads as trophies, I promised them that no Calradian soldier should again be led into battle by an emperor who knows so little of war. Thank you. Is there anything else? Yes, indeed there is. You've piqued my interest. What do you have to say? Do you have any general thoughts on politics? Well, let me put things this way. Our family has always sent its sons to become generals. It has been our privilege to lead the men of the Empire into battle. Without these men, there would be no Empire. The great estates of the senators would be blackened ash. The soldiers of the Empire don't ask for much in return. They want an emperor who will train them hard, fight them hard, and reward them generously. Let them choose the man to do that. The heavens know I loved Irenicos. I shed my blood for him, but his dream of peace with our neighbors was moonshine. You can have war on the frontiers or war at home. I prefer war on the frontiers. Let the men earn glory, gold, and tales to tell their grandchildren. Is there anything else? Yes, indeed, there is. I would like to enter your service. You've convinced me with your, harsh words of war, but as long as you can pay me, of course. And how would you serve us? Okay, so this is to become a vassal. My sword is yours, for the right sum. You want some mercenary work, eh? Well, we are glad to take fighters, whether they seek glory or gold. If you fight for us, you will receive 161 dinars whenever you defeat a party of enemies, or for any other significant deed. That is a bit lower than what I had in mind, but alright, I will accept. So we have now contracted to fight alongside the Western Empire. Good, I'll have my men write up a simple contract. On behalf of the Calradian Empire, I welcome you. May you put your sword to good use against our enemies. You can count on me. As of now, your enemies are my enemies, and your honor is my honor. Is there anything else? No. No, there isn't. I must leave now. Farewell. If no one slits your throat out there, perhaps we shall meet again. What are his traits? He's calculating, cruel, daring, devious, and generous. Interesting. Okay. So, now we can go and attack good old Sturgia. We have joined the Western Empire as a mercenary, and it's time to go and fight a war. But we will leave that for the next episode. I'll see you then.